Hey everyone, it's Dan. Welcome back to another episode of Guitar Talk. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all those YouTubey things, roll that intro. Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Guitar Talk. So today we are looking at this Fender American Vintage 2 61 Stratocaster. So the idea behind the new Vintage 2 series is that they are reproductions of old vintage Fenders made to the exact specs as what a Fender from that year would have been made of. So this is the 61 Strat. So this is made to the same specifications, neck shapes, all that kind of stuff to what a 1961 Fender Stratocaster would have been made of back in 1961. Starting off at the body as we normally do, we've got an older body on this one, obviously Strat shaped. You've got the cutaway on the back for those that are wondering. 4-bolt neck, you've got your input jack, volume, 2 tone controls, 5-way switch on this one, and then we've got a 3-ply mint green scratch plate on this one, and then you've got Fender Pure Vintage 61 pickups and the Fender Pure Vintage bridge on this as well. Heading over to the neck side of things on this, we have got a maple neck with a slab rosewood fretboard, 22 vintage tool frets, and you've got clay dots on this one as well. The neck profile is the Fender 61 C-shaped neck profile, so it's a C-shape, not a V or anything like that. We've got vintage style tuners. It's a 25.5-inch scale, and the polarizing, but I find it really, really comfortable, 7.25 neck radius. Quality straight out of the box on this, I've got to say this is a very solidly built guitar. In my opinion, this is what every Fender Strat should be built like straight out of the box. It just feels nice and solid. All of the fittings have been put on really well. There's nothing loose on there. Everything is as you would expect. So in terms of build quality straight out of the box on this particular one, it's been done really well and top marks there. Set up straight out of the box on this, it's been set up really well. The intonation is in, the action is about average for a Strat. There's no complaints there. The fret ends have been done really well. They are nice and smooth and the frets are nice and crowned. It's really, really good. I will say for me personally, and this is just a personal thing because obviously setups in this area are a personal taste. I would put the bridge flat against the body so you can still use the trem, but there's no trem up, just because when you're tuning the guitar, you don't want to do the balancing act where if one string is out of tune, you tune it and then all the others need retuning because the pitch of the bridge is changing. It comes with a slightly floating bridge on it, all perfectly good. It's all within tolerance. There are no complaints there. So what kind of sounds can you get out of this guitar? I know a lot of people will be wondering how does it compare to a 61 Strat. I have done another video comparing the sounds of this to a 61 Strat we had in a while ago, so you are more than welcome to go find that video after you've watched this one. But in terms of this guitar itself, it's just got all of those classic 60s style Strat tones, and it does it really well. One of my favorite things about the 61 style Strats is that the bridge pickup, it's not too tinny, it doesn't have that ice pickiness that just cuts your head off. It's really pleasant to use. An interesting thing with this being built to the exact specifications of a Strat is the 61 Strat that we had had a 3-way switch, whereas this has got a 5-way switch. So that's an interesting thing for me as to, off the top of my head, I'd need to look up which one is accurate, but it's definitely an interesting thing to me that this has got a 5-way and the 61 we had had a 3-way. So just something to note there. But in terms of the sounds that you can get out of this thing, it does all the classic funky tones, bluesy tones, you can get some rocky tones out of it as well. It is just a good all-round tool to use for loads of styles of music. Is this guitar worth the money? Would I buy it myself? It's £1,800-ish in the UK, which is obviously a lot of money, and if you think about it, it's actually not that far away from an American Pro 2 Strat. If you want something that is vintage, period correct, you want something that's like an old Strat but new and American, and you don't want any of the updates that a modern Pro 2 has got, all that kind of stuff, there's nothing in the American range underneath this price point that you can get for this guitar. And remember, modern prices for guitars are creeping up, they are getting expensive, and in modern terms of how much things cost, I think this is a great guitar for that money. If you want vintage specs, then there are other options, like companies like PRS do the Silver Sky, which is supposed to be based on like 60s Strat-ish kind of stuff. But even that is several £100s more than this. So is this worth the money for this Strat, this well built, how well it plays? Yes, it is. Is there anything that I don't like about this? I've got to say straight up, no, nothing. The only thing I would say, just personal preference, is I would put the bridge flat against the body. But other than that, this is just my ideal kind of Strat. Nitro finish, I love the feel of nitro. It plays great. There is nothing that I don't like about this. Would I play one of these live if I was playing something that required Strat tones and Strat sounds? Yes, I would definitely play this live. It ticks all the boxes for all the sounds that you want. I've got a 79 Strat, I've said in videos before, it's the best Strat I have ever played, that's why I've still got it. But I put some bare knuckle 63 pickups in it to get closer to that 60s tone. So if someone handed me this and said, play this for your gig tonight, and it was a gig that required Strat tones, I would absolutely love to play this. So there we go, guys. That is the Fender American Vintage 2 1961 Stratocaster. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you want to see new stuff from Fender, or are you sick of them going over the same old ground with vintage spec Strats? Are you excited by this? Let me know in the comments below. And other than that, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.